Coming to you live from the casting couch, man.
We don't know where they shoot it, but we're in the North right now. North side.
¡Cowabunga! Y ahora, niños, después de la escuela, a bailar. Pero el tucanazo.
Let's start off with the origin of Squad and Mis Amigos. I think this was 2013 or 14. Whenever Smash Wii U came out, Smash community was coming up with like montages, which I was a big fan of. And they were also playing around with Villager, who had just been announced. And they were calling him stuff like Killager, Pillager, Chillager, because it was the Czech skin. And I just called him Trillager because of Rick Ross.
This laid-back music Bauwss Tweeins.
Yeah, these fucking videos are like just him dancing and shit.
Moonwalking.
Moonwalking. Moonwalking. So the game comes out. Me being a fan of the montages, you know, now a fan of Villager, decided to call him Trillager. And then I go to I don't know if it was a Best Buy or Walmart, but I find an amiibo of Villager, and I'm like, I'm going to get this guy. And I'm going to train him, and I'm going to call him Trillager. And it ends up becoming pretty good. He becomes a bastard is what he becomes.
He's an asshole. I almost beat him once. Once.
And there was like one video, like one match that he had against the level 9 Bowser. And I was actually real proud of it because he was actually able to do it. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to put this guy up. And that was the first Mis Amigos video. Obviously, it's a play on Amiibo. And Mis Amigos means like my friends. So I just decided like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to call it Mis Amigos or something.
Yeah, good logo.
Yep.
Fits perfectly. It's like it takes two Bauwsses.
Like it takes two Bowsses.
Take two Bauwsses.
I decided to start giving all these amiibos different names. In my head, I was making like this little wrestling federation type shit. So I would try to showcase different matches between different amiibo to try to get one over the other and see which one people would like more. I just started making more videos, and then one day we were just fucking around with the villagers and then playing Mexican music.
We had a couple drinks that night. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
That's how it started. Okay, yeah.
We were like, we just had like, one day we were getting kind of bored and we were just like, let's put Mexican music on. Because we grew up on that shit. Like, our parents were clean to that shit. And we're like, or party, basically do anything. Anything you could think of, that music would be playing.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to play this music and see how it goes. And it fucking hyped us up.
Yeah, so much so that at one point I just yelled out Squad. There's a move that they have, the villagers, where they fly on a Lloyd, and I don't know why. It just came to me. I was like, Squad, as he like walks off the frame, and I think that's where the crescendo came from. Because it's like now you don't see him, but you can hear him.
Yeah.
He's still yelling Squad,
and he's doing this too.
Yeah, that's why. And Richard liked it, and fucking that's how we got the name of it.
That's where Squad came from.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up putting up a video of, they didn't have names at the time, but like I put one of those videos up with Los Tucanes, and then it just snowballed from there. All of a sudden, like, I was doing bits, like stuff that you've never seen. I was doing bits like the Lorax, because I didn't know what to call the blue villager. Oh
yeah, I went to college. I was going to college, and there was this website where I would get my books from called chegg.com. And
I was doing the Lorax thing with the villager, and I'm like, I speak for the trees and everything.
And the box that the books would come in said Chegg plants trees. I immediately sent it to Richard, and that was it. The rest is history.
And I think at the time I called the whole, like, "We Are Chegg" because that was their slogan, whatever.
Something like that.
So originally I called the whole squad Chegg. Then I decided to just change it to one villager and then call the whole group Squad. And that's how Chegg came about. As for Stanley and Ezel, I don't know. How did Stanley...
I think Stanley, just because he had like that cut, that slide.
Yeah, that nice hair.
Side. So we were like, we were already talking, I think because we were already talking Debo and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so we just thought like, bro, that motherfucker look like Stanley. He's like the fucking... Because I think if I'm not mistaken, he was wearing purple too, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he have purple robe? When he came out, I can't remember.
I think it was purple.
But anyway, yeah, like slick to side hair. Actual person that looks like he takes care of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking irons his clothes and shit. and so yeah, that came up with Stanley. Ezel, I don't even know how we got Ezel. We just
Omar started coming over a couple times,
Mhm.
and then he just sort of became like, it was expected of him to show up every Saturday,
Mhm.
and he didn't have a villager.
Yeah.
So we all there was Triloger, which was already taken, Chegg, that was my persona, Stanley, which Rigo adopted, and then we had one more left, so we figured we're going to call him Ezel. Because I think the joke was that he kept running around and we couldn't catch him.
That's yeah.
And so we were like, you ain't catching no crackhead. And we thought no better crackhead could fill the spot better than Ezel.
Right.
So that's how Ezel came about.
And it was just them for a while. It wasn't until later on that we started like introducing the ladies of squad. That's what we call them, I think.
The baddies of squad.
Baddies of squad.
I can't take credit. That was him. He misread, like, I have a little piece of paper. I was like, we're going to talk about this. And I ended up like, oh, I thought that said baddies of squad. And I'm like, it does.
Let's roll with that.
They needed names, so every Saturday we would like introduce a new amiibo and then come up with a name for it. And it would always just become like a Friday name.
Yeah, I don't know why. We really don't know why. I think they just had so many names.
Felicia's from Friday. Debbie's from Friday.
Tyrita's from Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm. And then Becky's from the Smash videos.
Dab for Becky, let me smash. Dab. Oh, did she say?
So the ladies of squad consists of the pink one, which was La Chonga, which, Drigo, can you explain where La Chonga comes from?
I used to work at Wendy's. I think it was my second official job. And there was this girl named Susie. And it's so funny. She was cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking shit about her. But there was one day where like we were restocking. And I think we needed lettuce. Like we needed lettuce, tomato, just like vegetables. And she was like man, like we need some more of that. We go, what you call that? Lechonga? Like yeah, lechuga. Lechonga? What is it? I was like, that's where it came from. It's why we decided to name her that. I don't know. She's pink.
I have no idea.
Lettuce is green. I don't know why. I think we
didn't have a name. We just called it.
I
I just thought it was funny as hell. So
like the more ridiculous, the better.
yeah, La Chonga.
Lechonga.
But then she ended up becoming Becky later on down the line because of the Let Me Smash videos. Then it was like Debbie, which was the prim and proper one. You had Tyrita.
She was the Ezel version. Wasn't she kind of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was a crackhead. We had a Debbie, so we figured we'd call the last one Felicia because we need a Felicia.
Yeah. Beyond just like the squad, we would just get amiibos and just come up with random different names.
Yeah, like Mr. Parker. We ended up calling Debo, Bowser Debo.
Baby White, Baby Powder, Señor No Sé,
Señor No Sé, Hans.
Tucanazo, Proof, and Dr. Dre.
I forgot about that.
Proof and Dr. Dre. After that, then we just started, he started like actually making videos of our villagers. And not just our villagers, like us playing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like Smash montages, like I saw back in the day, and I was like, I want to make one of those. The problem with the Smash montages is that people are actually good at Smash when they make them. So I wasn't good. So I had the amiibos to fall back on. So I was like, I'm just going to take highlights of them. I ended up making montages and stuff like that, like with the amiibo, and just ran with Mis Amigos, and that became that.
And I don't know why, but I think it stemmed from that night that we started listening to Mexican music, and collectively we both said that Los Tucanes de Tijuana are the unofficial sponsors of Squad. Why? We don't know. But
We were drunk at the time.
We were drunk, and they just had good music that went with like the chaos of what is the Squad. It was like,
I think it was because they danced.
that too. That could be it too. And then yeah, we just had so many. They just had so many songs that are upbeat, from La Chona, Perro con Botas, fucking I don't even know. Like my dad loves music, so even if I don't know the name of it, like I've heard it at least.
I'm willing to bet that our parents don't even know half the songs that they remember.
Maybe.
They just know how it sounds like. They don't know what the fuck
That's
the
me.
name is.
That's me right now, man.
I was like, I remember this song. What's it called? Couldn't tell you, man.
Couldn't tell you, man. That shit go hard.
That shit go hard.
And we still have a dream, bro. Well, I have a dream. I was like, if they ever come around here, it's like, I gotta go. Like,
We gotta go. We gotta get we have to make a banner
of Squad and have them sign it.
and then take a picture with them.
They're gonna be like, why are we signing this shit? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about paying for this autograph, motherfucker. Smile. Squad.